Okay. Hello guys.
How we met? Fundamental question, I guess, for every couple, that are loved out there, is how did the famous couple meet? University.
Yeah.
Glendon African Network. I was an active member of the Glendon African Network.
Yeah.
So, throughout my university.
Yeah.
I saw her at the meet and greet.
I didn't see him back. I didn't know he saw me.
So I was going out of the event right after it was over, going home with a buddy, and this buddy was talking to her, and yeah, that's the first time I ever saw her.
That's a lie. Yeah. We saw each other that summer. I came in Canada, but we didn't realize like we saw each other back then. True. But yeah, and there was a joke about how he's Portuguese and he wasn't Portuguese, and I thought he was cute and I was looking for him all that summer, but when I actually met him I didn't realize like he was the same guy.
Yeah, and she loved the first guy she thought I was, which was the Portuguese guy that actually disappeared, because that summer I went back home. I
met his brother first and like we were friends and everything, and when I actually met him and I told him like say hi to your brother, he was really like not cool and
apparently cocky. I was rude and cocky,
so
but I think I apologized for that day, no?
That day, no. Like,
I'm sorry.
Okay. And I hated him, so I didn't really like that guy.
Yeah. So we actually saw each other that summer, 2014. Thought that I met her at the meet and greet event. She didn't notice me. And she finally met me after the meet and greet for a rehearsal that I was supposed to teach them a dance, her and two other friends of hers that you're probably gonna meet at some point.
Yeah.
And she hated me. So she loved me during that summer 2014. That Portuguese guy that disappeared during that summer, she looked all over the place for me. She couldn't find me. Thought she found me because she found some guy that would look like me. And realized it wasn't him. Then she meets me for real, like knows that, me is me and, her is her. At that rehearsal, I saw her at that meet and greet.
No man, when I met you at that rehearsal, I didn't know you were the guy.
Yeah, she didn't know I was the guy. She thought I was just, she just saw me as the little brother of the friend that she met right before. Because she met my brother like a few days just before that rehearsal. And yeah, that's the first time we officially met. And then first time we talked was me coming to the uni, and she came up to me, was like, yeah, I usually see all the guys that you usually see me with, but I didn't really hang out with the crew that much. Didn't have like, same kind of interest, but sometimes we would just chill together because, I like. So she talked to me, was like, yo, how come I don't see you? Because she's used to see all the guys, but she never sees me. She just sees me like rarely. And I was kind of shocked about the question, to be honest with you. I was like, where the hell is she coming from with this question? She don't even know me. That's the first time we talked. Then I got to be comfortable with them and with her friends. We started being friends, added each other on Facebook. I had a few conversations on Facebook.
Give me a necklace.
I gave her a necklace that she said she liked. She was so shocked that I gave her that necklace. But I think you guys know, or if you saw the interview that we did, you heard about the necklace. Famous necklace. Wherever he is right now.
Somewhere in my room.
But yeah, I gave her that necklace. That was when we were in Res, getting ready for a pub night. Yeah. So when there was a pub night at the school, we usually go to our friends that are in Res, maybe like pre-drink sometime, and just chill together so we can all go to the party together as a crew. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we into the place, ready to party, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing we do, you know what I'm saying? One day we had this really deep talk, really opened up. She really opened up to me about her past stories and stuff like that. And very naturally, you know.
And you called me sister that day.
I called her sister. I didn't know what else to call her. I knew I liked her. Like I knew like this woman is gonna be in my life for the rest of my life. But I just didn't know how. You know, I just went like, wow, I'm just opened up right now, and I felt something. But I didn't know what it was. What's the next level for this?
We become friends, like really close friends. We start watching like Scandal together and everything, spending time together.
She invited me in a dorm room and I had nowhere to. Well, I wasn't looking for somewhere to sleep, but I used to like stay up all night at school in those final exams, cramming the exam and stuff like that. You know, so I was studying and sleeping at this office where I was studying, and I would just wake up, go shower, sleep at home a little bit, come back the next night, do the same thing. So one day, one of her friends actually offered for me to go sleep at her place because she had 2 beds. So, and then she kind of like, refused at the last minute. So then she offered to sleep at her place, and
because everybody was sleeping in my room, so it was naturally to do. Because I think some people think like I did that because I wanted him. No, that wasn't the plan.
We were friends. Like seriously, there was no intent. At least consciously, no intent. But obviously, looking back, we're thinking maybe somewhere in our parts.
And even the picture of like one of my friends showed us like together at the time, like we were friends, like we realized like we were that close. We're acting like we were a couple, but we're not a couple.
We're really. But now that's us looking back.
Yeah.
But at that time, it was really just us thinking that we were friends.
Yeah.
Nothing. No thought process, no intention of being like boyfriend or anything like that. But then, bada bing, bada boom. Things happened. Couldn't get enough of each other. We were always together. We were so close as friends. And then we became lovers.
How we became lovers? This guy went into Ethiopia and to Burundi with all those unfinished business he had before. And he called me. He like called me one day and said to me like, "Oh, you know what? Whatever. Let's do this." What do you mean? Let's do this? Seriously, nigga.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I was really a mess. I was really a mess at that time. I was really a mess. I was really confused. A lot of things were going on at that time. Zibbity boom, zibbity boom. Then at some point I was just like, yo, I'm in this thing. Like it's really, I don't know what it is. But I can't deny the fact that the thing is here. So that this relationship that I'm having with her, and I know it's not a friendship relationship. I know it's a big thing. I don't know where it was gonna go. I didn't know how it was gonna happen, but I was already in it, so I didn't want to lie to myself. I knew it was gonna be hard and stuff like that because I was still in the messy place, still confused, still needed space and time for myself. But she was there in my life, and I wanted her there, so I was like, yo, I think I'm ready to do this. But then,
you just got out of a relationship. Things are messy between us.
Very messy.
Very messy between.
Very
okay, they got it. Very messy between us.
Awful, yeah.
And you have some unfinished business there that you're still confused about that. So why don't you do your thing, do your summer, and when you come back here at the beginning of the year, we decide if we really want to be together. Yeah. And no, he wasn't happy with that. That answer is like, we do this or we don't do it.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
But I know I got really mad. I got really mad because it took a lot for me to come and say this, and this was me being in a mess, not being sure of how it's gonna go. So I needed her to be on board and not discuss this. Like this was not up for discussion. This needed to happen the way it had to happen. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot to ask for someone, but at that time, I really needed this to happen so I can, have something I can hold on to while I'm going around the roller coaster. It's like going in a roller coaster without the thing that covers you. If she had said no, that would have been what it is. That would have been me going to the ride of a roller coaster without the thing. So I would have been banged up.
Yeah, and I really liked him too much to let him get mad at me and be so sad. So I said, yes, let's do this, and this is how we started. And he came back, and
relationship.
We were mad and...
No, she was mad.
I was mad and...
I wasn't mad. I actually planned a surprise for her after we got into an argument. Me, I wasn't mad while I was in an argument, but she was mad, and I knew she was mad, so I took that opportunity to actually stop talking to her so I can plan my surprise. And,
so we didn't talk to each other for like 2 weeks. He came back.
I missed my flight when I was doing the surprise. So I really had to hold on to my surprise. Yeah. Because I knew she was going to school that day and I knew she was expecting me to go.
And why? Because like it's his last year of school, not mine, but his last year. And we decided to take like one class together.
Yeah, one elective that we can take together.
Yeah. And we took Swahili together. Swahili. And I'm like, Swahili is East African. I'm gonna try, but you need to be there. Like first of class, you need to be there.
She felt like an outsider that first day.
I show in that class with like bunch of East African guys and people like they know the stuff.
They're already into the Swahili.
I don't know any word.
Big shout out to that Swahili class.
I went into that class and I'm like, even if he's mad at me, he doesn't want to text me or something, like you're mad at you, you need to be there somehow. Like I'm taking this class because of you. Like you are paying this class, so at least be there. And this guy wasn't there and I was like getting mad. I text him like, I don't care.
I could have imagined, I was imagining her being in that class all alone, thinking that I was gonna be there. Even though she was mad at me, she knew that at least she was gonna see me there and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But boy, I wasn't there.
He was still back home, but I didn't know. I thought like he came back, like how
I missed
he was.
My flight.
So yeah, he came back and like he surprised me somehow, like at home. No, at the bus stop I was going to school. I don't know to do what.
Yeah, I think so. Naturally.
Next second after, I wasn't mad anymore. Like,
no, that's really our relationship. Like literally.
Like literally.
It is what it is. It's not something we can't deny. So it was there from the get-go. We didn't even know.
I tried to push it away. Like I tried to tell him, like, leave me alone, go away. I don't want to do anything with you. But
that was a lie. That was a lie. I wasn't gonna let her go. She had to deal with that. No, no, but it's this undeniable relationship. Because even looking back, everything feels like, you know, we were parallels that was supposed to meet somewhere. Although parallels never meet, but you know, it was a mirrored life. It's as if she was preparing for me and I was preparing for her, and finally officialized it during that summer of 2015.
Yeah, 2015 we officially got together. And yeah, we've been together. If he graduated, I stayed at school, he started working. After I graduating, back in school, we were talking about how we're gonna have our house, like when I'm graduating.
Yo, she was on me for that moving in.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, let me think about it, you know.
Yeah, and I graduated. I went for an internship. I came back. I found a good job and everything. And
that's when we decided to really move.
That's when we actually.
But we are already set up on that, like right before she left. Right when she graduated, I think.
When I graduated, no, we talked about it. Like when you find a job, we can actually start looking for a place and everything.
But that's what I was saying. Like, at some point, I already made up my mind, because for her, she was ready after the 1 year. She moved out of res. She was already ready to move in. She was like, yo, we're always together, so why don't we just move
and even if we didn't move together, this guy for a year, you can ask everybody, he was he was living with me and my brothers. So in my head, it's like, what's the point of like you living here if we cannot have our place together?
The crazy thing though is that it all started with me just going to sleep one night at her place, bro.
When that become
that one night when I said no, I don't want to come sleep at your place, and she finally convinced me, because we were taking the bus, the Young Street bus, and we both lived on Young, so it dropped her off first, and then it would drop me off later. And I was with her brother, and she was like, "Yo, come sleep." And even his brother was like, "Yo, you know, come sleep."
It was the weekend and everything.
It was the weekend and stuff. Yo, went to sleep there. Wake up. We want to eat breakfast together. We want to eat lunch together. We want to go to school together. We want to do this. We want to do that. At the end of the day, man, all my clothes shipped to her apartment, and I was there from then. Just one night's sleep, yo, and I was stuck there. I didn't know how to leave. And then we started talking. After 1 year, she started talking about moving in and stuff like that, and I was like, Then I got my job. She graduated, and then after graduation, I think that's why my mind was kind of set up, and we were like, yeah, we need to get a move on. We gotta move in, but I can't afford with just my income. So let's just wait for you to get a job. She got that job, came back from the internship, got a job and everything. Moved in February 2017, and now we got our own place right now. Bang bang.
So that's how our relationship, like, it was a lot, like, it was messy, man. It was like a young,
it was messy at the beginning, you know.
Young couple at university, trying to find a way.
But you know, I'm Lionel, so I'm gonna be messy, you know.
Move here, move. That's not even.
That's a killer punchline, bro.
Oh my god. So that's my life with that guy, always trying to have punchlines.
Overall, we were able to tell you everything.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, there's a lot more details and all that kind of stuff.
And I think everything will come with time.
Overall, that's what it was. You know, uni life, meeting your boo for life. You know what I'm saying? You just live that, you know, your young life, party together a little bit, association, involvement, and all that kind of different stuff. Same kind of crew, like same kind of friends and stuff like that, and just, you know, start building your life from there. And that's what we're doing, man. That's what we're doing. Now we're living together. We got engaged.
Yeah, we're planning the wedding. It's crazy. But
Woo.
we're trying to.
Woo.
2 different cultures, 2 different countries.
2 different cultures, 2 different countries. Moving everybody into those 2 schedules, like, it's crazy.
But we're trying.
We're trying to think for everyone, but it's as if somebody's gonna get sacrificed, right? Like somebody's gonna sacrifice something, and it's so hard because everything is a core importance of the wedding.
Yeah.
You know, I have to think of my dad, I think of her dad, I think of her, I think of me, I think of mom, I think of my mom. Wow. It's gonna be tricky, but you know, love always wins.
Sure.
We'll see how it goes. We keep you updated. Thank you for the love, thank you for the messages.
Yeah, and we will try to, like, we really try to have like 1 video per week, like, as I said, like every Thursday. It's really like complicated with like both of us like working full time and different schedules.
Yeah. I work on weekends, she works during the week and stuff like that, so it's kind of crazy.
I have like regular time, he's working sometime on weekends, so like sometimes it's like it's very messy, but we're gonna be like, what's the word for discipline in English?
Discipline. And
discipline.
you know, I'm trying to find like rigorous.
Yeah,
we're
gonna like try to like
have a video like each week or something like that.
Each week.
That would be dope. The plan was to do one every Thursday or something. Every Thursday. We want to share our life with you. You know what I'm saying? Everything that happens, big or small. You know, that's something that we want to share. We want to share it.
Oh, and by the way, we have one friend of
ours.
We went to university together, and he just like he did a song.
He did 2 songs. He has 2 songs out. One is called Camaro, and I think his stage name is Camaro too. But I think we're gonna give you the information of his Instagram and YouTube and where you can buy his info. He has some T-shirt that he's selling, some sweaters and stuff like that.
I know you're very excited for your friend, but the thing was like he just like got a song out. The name is Yolo. And we did like the video for Yolo.
We did a video shoot, guys.
Very good experience.
We're actors now.
Actors. But yes, it was really nice. It was a good experience, and we really want you guys to go and see it. But as soon as the clip is out, like, we will put it in our social media thing so you guys can see us trying to be actors. Yeah, so big shout out to Camaro. Yeah, and thank you for this experience. He's #1 on iTunes, I think. iTunes Canada. I think he's #1 on iTunes Canada. So you should check him out. It's a pretty good song, man.
Pretty good song. So big shout out to Kamado.
And thank you so much for this experience. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is important if you want us to keep doing those videos, guys.
You gotta be loyal.
Stop this.
You don't want to be those Chris Brown, you know. Ain't loyal. No, you gotta be loyal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta be loyal. Subscribe so you can be updated with everything that we do in terms of videos of YouTube. Follow us on our Snapchat. We finally made a common account. We're gonna put the information out there, but obviously it's maryellek, MaryellEK. So follow us, man. I want you to see each other on Snapchat. We have a Facebook page. We have our Instagram. So follow, like, comment, follow, like,
comment and subscribe and stop this. Then, oh, one more question. What was the question?
Yeah. That was one of the questions we wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Which star couple do we make you think of?
Yes.
Which star couple do we make you think of?
We want your answers, and after we're gonna give you our bye.
Like, follow, subscribe, like, follow, subscribe, like, follow.